Joe Burrow continues to be an absolute stud. It doesn't matter what he's doing. If he's playing in a basketball challenge and you have the lead, he's going to get the rock in his hands. He's going to go 10 of 12, should have won 12 of 12. People are talking about how that rim had such a good bounce. Nah, those things are bouncing straight up and then in. That's actually a bad bounce that Joe Burrow just made good. Joe Burrow, I understand that everybody's trying to sell Oklahoma right now because you have to sell it to sell a fight. You have to promote the underdog to make it sound better. Let's assume that LSU wins by potentially 50 there. No offense to the Big 12 or to Oklahoma. You're just running into a buzzsaw Burrow, and there's nothing you could absolutely do about it. Now, in this Ohio State-Clemson game, a lot of people are talking about Ohio State having no shot. A lot of people are saying this Ohio State team, since they struggled in the Big Ten championship game, since they struggled for momentarily against Penn State, they've had more struggles than this Clemson team, who hasn't struggled since North Carolina in September. Everybody's assuming that Clemson's just going to boat race this Ohio State Buckeye team. I don't think that's accurate. They're going to have to triple team Chase Young if they want to stop him from getting to Trevor Lawrence on their offensive side of the ball. And Justin Fields is a guy who's been more efficient than anybody in the entire college football. I think we got a couple good games. I think LSU wins by a lot, but I think this Ohio State Clemson game is going to be a lot closer than people are thinking.
Yeah, I think the thing with Clemson and Ohio State is that Justin Fields came out earlier in the week and said that he's 80 to 85% with his knee, and then 2 days later said that he was not allowed to talk about it anymore. Mm-hmm. Part of me thinks that he came out and said 80, 85% as a lie to make Clemson think that he wouldn't run as much, or he could be telling the truth, and I have no idea. But that's going to be a big thing to watch in the game.
Hold on. I didn't hear that. So he came out and said, well, it turns out I'm actually not allowed to talk about that?
Pretty much. He said that he will not be talking about his knee anymore.
Well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. What 80 to 85%? Everybody's 80 to 85%. It's the end of the season.
I agree.
I wake up in the morning. I operate about 75% as soon as I get out of bed.
Nick, you've been through some stuff too.
Yeah.
Not enough people talk about that. Also, I don't. Justin Fields got hurt on his knee, and he came back and threw one of the prettiest balls I've ever seen. So I don't know. I would assume that's Ohio State people just saying, like, I don't know. Sometimes these colleges could get a little handsy on what people are allowed to talk about, not allowed to talk about. Take it easy.
Doesn't it stand to reason, too, that he would be healthier now than he probably has been since, like, the start of the season because he just got a month off?
Let's assume, unless you're a quarterback and getting punched in the face and you can't play.